Sagittarius, welcome to your Equinox reading here on the Astroflower. We're going to be going from the 21st of March through to the 21st of June. It's going to be 3-month readings. We're actually going to be doing 3 Astroflowers, basically 3 different sets of cards going into your overall energies, your karmic paths, your influences from the universe. Now, this is where your guides are trying to influence you from your past. This is your future guides trying to help you, encourage you forward. And this is the general sort of outcome. I have done a collective reading. For this period here, which is quite an amazing sort of reading. We also went into the changing aspects of the chakras as well. Which was within the heart chakra and the sacrum as well, which is amazing, the changes within the energy structures at the moment. So yeah, there's loads to sort of see at this period here, because there's loads going on as there is in March as well. Okay, so let's just see what your overall energy is for this period between March and April, 21st of March going through to the 21st of April. Basically, it's finding where you feel right, where you feel at home with yourself, basically. And this could be physically finding a new home. This could be also healing from a complicated situation. This also could be healing from, a health sort of situation as well. I'm not a doctor, but I'm a healer. And that's my little sort of like, for all you doctors out there, I love you. And I do have doctors come and see me for healing, because there's some things you can't explain. The funny thing about medicine, normally you've got like the codices, which is you get the cup with the two snakes normally that goes around it. But within the medicine world, you've only got one snake, because my line of work, healing work, is the other snake, and the doctors don't tend to recognize the other snake. I don't know why. I recognize doctors' work and I think they're fantastic. Love doctors, really do. But here we go, back to you. So what's happening here is basically this overall energy here is trying to help you to feel at ease and at one with yourself and at home with where you are. Within your relationship side, it's realizing what you've got. Realizing, within your relationships, the hard work that's been done, the stuff that you've been through, everything like that, and realizing what you've learned from the situation, and building up your security within you in regards to your relationship. And this may well be a fact that, it may well be an idea that, you're putting up with a relationship because it works, not because it functions. And that's maybe what that healing process is all about, is realizing a few things about yourself and everything. Yeah, the universe is asking you to go a bit on a learning curve here. The King of Pentacles is usually insurance through self-knowledge. And if you think you know everything, obviously there's nothing left to learn. And the universe here is sort of saying, no, that's not how relationships work. It may work on a material basis. It may function, but there's no love. And the universe here is asking you to sort of be your higher self. So if you feel like your relationship needs a bit of a zap to get things moving on, to get a bit of passion back into life, I would learn about that and sort of look back into the past, how you can sort of initiate that. It is also, I think, a degree where you should sort of feel comfortable within your relationships that are around you. You shouldn't take on a lot of pressure upon yourself. But you need to sort of now take all of that understanding, and the universe is sort of saying, now be the best example of who you can be, basically. Let's just see what the past self is sort of saying. Ace of Wands, so the past self is sort of saying, trying to stimulate or stimulate those passions that within the mind. which is then going to stimulate the passions to do things, which is going to create the passion that is within the body. And then we get this, then it's going to stimulate the mind because we get the passion within the body. So I think this is all about trying to reach that flame, trying to reach that passion that is within you. This month here, it's trying to initiate this passion that is within you. And it's going to bring you huge amounts of healing for you. If it's a case that you're looking for a relationship, I think that's not a good idea at the moment. Not in this month here. I think the idea this month here is to try and ignite your passions for life, and then you can then start combining it with the passions with other people that are around you. Page of Swords seems to be a mutable thing at the moment. Page of Swords. So lots of ideas coming out now. Through those passions, and it's pulling you forward. It's encouraging you. It's enticing you forward with those ideas of what could be, and it's overall you're looking for the healing aspect of your heart. Okay, let's just see. I haven't actually looked at the energy. I did look at normally the energies of all the things. So yeah, this side here is. The energy is an internal energy at the moment. It's all about you and your passions, basically, and how you combine your passions with the relationships that are around you. On your financial sort of side, that seems to be quite vibrant. It's neither bad or good in a way. It seems to be ticking over, but there's it's a building platform for what is coming for the future. There's something bubbling up under the surface. Let's go into the second month. So the second month, your relationship seems to really kick in, or your emotional sort of side really kicks in. And this is going to stimulate your financial side. There's something coming in that's not quite there yet within your reality, but it's coming in. You can almost feel it on the side, and it's like a wave that's coming into your life. Let's go into the third month here. The third month here is the maintenance and almost like the precision of your passion, precision of this flame that you have within you. And your financial side is your job sort of side. There's a real pinnacle, something coming in from a long time ago. It's something that you may have started years and years ago, or some time ago, that's finally coming to fruition, or an old idea that's coming up that's kind of go, do you know what? I used to love horses. In that case, I'm going to go and work in the stables. And before you worked in a clothes shop. You know, it's going from one thing to another, but in invigorating these passions that you got it in your personal life and you want it in your financial side. Let's just see what's going on this side here. Don't forget, this is still for March going through to April. Your karmic mission here is to keep strong and keep ploughing on. That's what I sort of said. It's stable on this sort of side. It's quelling those sort of doubts within you. I don't think you do have. I just think it's a case of defending your position, or taking a stance in your position financially, or within your career path at the moment. Yes, so this is this thing that's bubbling up under the surface, that Ace of Cups. There's a real passion coming into your financial life at the moment. This could be to do with your job, your business, and etc. Let's just see what the past sort of side is giving you. Yeah, we've got the three of wands. So the Three of Wands is the old harbour master. Things coming and going in your life. It's organisation. It's helping the free flow and exchange of ideas, or physical things, material things within your passions of life. And it's, so I've just been brought back to the Ace of Cups and the Strength card here. The universe here, your strength is your passion. And that's what we can see on the Strength card, is that one heart there. And that's what we can see in the Ace of Cups. Your strength is your passion. And with that passion, you're actually you're still going to be bringing in a lot of things into your life. People are going to be coming to you because you're passionate about what you do, and you've got that certain stability within what you do. But as these ideas start to come in, it's gonna change that aspect going forward, I think. But it's sticking to it's starting to allow your heart to actually engage with your financial sort of financial world. The Fool, taking a leap of faith. This is the thing that's encouraging you to go forward. You can feel it now, this idea that's coming through this month. You won't have it at the surface yet, but you feel like it's like having itchy feet. You've got that itchy feet, and I think that's with the Ace of Cups. It's encouraging that passion that is within you. The Three of Wands can also be seen as a card of procrastination, and that's what that itchy feet is all about. And you can feel, this conversation is sort of saying, come on, let's just live, let's live, jump, do a leap of faith. And this ties in with that relationship side as well, of all those sort of ideas that are coming together. Let's just see what the overall outcome is for all of this. King of Wands. King of Wands being the leader. It's converting that karmic message, through that relationship side of that flame of passion that is within you, that you take a leap of faith and you're going to start moving, you're going to start leading, you're going to start going forward. And I think this comes in after a moment of healing. And I think this healing is something to do with the past. And it's now a time of realizing that and moving on, basically. Let's just go into the next month. Let's see what's going into the month into Taurus season. So, Taurus season, fixed energy. So it's making things concrete, making things those ideas come to fruition, or at least starting to put into place. The Moon. Okay, so the Moon is dictated by the Earth and by the Sun. It has no personal energy to itself, and is made up of supposition. Is it supposition? Oh, that's not the right word, but you know what I mean. That ideas that you may have, that this is what this person thinks, this is what this situation is, and it's revealing the things that are unseen in life as well. It's bringing them to the surface, and this sort of month here is that transitional sort of month of bringing things to the surface. Let's see what's going on. Bringing things to the surface. Judgment. Your karmic mission on your relationship side is your calling. This is your calling here, I think. It's from your past. It's trying to initiate that sort of passion within you, which is driving you towards your ideas. The universe is asking you to be your better self. And your karmic mission in the month between April and May, in Taurus season, is literally rising to the challenge and living fully that sort of that passion in a way, rising to your calling, And then we get the universe, which is giving you the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is direction out of judgment through understanding. So you've got to a point where you've got to the top of the mountain and you can see clearly, and you've done that work to get to the top of the mountain to see clearly where you should be going. And the universe is sort of saying to you, okay, if you've engaged your passions, you're now at the top of the mountain. Let's just see where we're going. And it's the universe is giving you that sort of clear vision of judgment on your relationships that are around you. The Star. It is that passion. It is that going towards your calling, going towards your desires within your relationships. It's becoming very fertile. It's the realizations is coming home to roost within you, and you can't ignore it anymore. This mechanical functioning relationship is not. It's not providing for you the pure bliss that you should be, that you should have. It's that old relationship is that. Sorry, it's struggling to get out, and I'm not going to let it out because it's the Nine of Swords. When you got the Ten of Swords afterwards, it's dead and dusted. It's those stress and strains have gone to the past. You have now realised that you had dreams and aspirations according to your relationships, and now you've got to start living them. And Four of Cups. Four of Cups. So sometimes there's a little bit of sort of like a having a little bit of a tantrum because of past things. Kind of go, I've only got 3 cups, I want 4. And it's demanding upon the world around you, basically. But if you're concentrating on the past, you should be looking to the future. And that future is that Ace of Cups there. That's what is trying to bring you forward. They're trying to sort of say to you, don't look to the past. Don't repeat the same problems in the past. Don't miss opportunities going forward. Open up to those ideas. Allow you to sort of flow with the joy that the Ace of Cups can bring you. Because it's like the Ace of Cups is almost offering you a heart. But also at the same time, the Ace of Cups is you could be offering that Ace of Cups as well, that heart as well. And this is what it's sort of saying here. The guides here of your future selves are sort of saying, just bring it on. Just follow that passion. Don't look to the past. And it may change a lot of things within you as you go forward. It may change your friend structure, your social structure, because you're following your heart's desires. And I would if I was you. But then that's that's what seems to be on the cards. Let's see what's going on in your financial sort of side. 10 of Cups, happiness after difficulty. I think this seizing of the Ace of Hearts. I keep saying the Ace of Hearts, all to do with the heart, really. Hang on a second. Seizing of that Ace of Cups, that passion. It's almost having that star in that cup. And it's now sort of saying to you, this opportunity is starting to come through. Your karmic mission now is to seize on the happiness that you can get through doing what you passionately so desire to do within your financial sort of world. Yeah, the universe here is the influence of the universe here is sort of saying playing smart. Avoid any complications. If you want that happiness, and that's what you got to seize on, don't get caught and snagged on the difficulties of the past. Move on from those difficulties onto much better, higher ground. So preempting is, forearmed, forewarned. I think that's what they say, or the devil in a way, sort of thing. And this is what the universe is trying to help you to realize. Don't get caught up in old ways, basically, as this opportunity will start coming towards you with this Ace of Swords. This is what I'm saying here. In this from the past, something is coming in from the past of a realization of sort of saying, I wanted to do horse riding, therefore I'm going to go and do this. And this passion comes out of the blue, out of nowhere, and stimulates a lot within you. And as it does, this playing smart and this transition is going to be all important. And we'll probably see that transition in the next month after that. But this Ace of Swords here is opportunities or victories or long-term things that you've put into place a long time ago that you've completely forgotten about and that have just come back onto the surface and are actually providing a lot for you going forward. And now we got the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, it's instigating that heart there. It's getting those ideas, realizing that miracles can happen, believe or get passionate about what is he holding in his cup is a fish. So it's the money or the financial rewards of being passionate about what you do, the conversion of that Ace of Cups into the possibilities of physical rewards from those passions. And that comes through and that will be sort of pulling you forward here and realizing that you could do so much more with your life. And playing smart is really important. Let's just see what comes out here at the end. The Seven of Pentacles. The overall thing is nurturing this transition, which is now happening on both sides between the month of April to May. This card wants to come out. Eight of Wands. Some messages coming in as you nurture things going through. I think by the end of this month or during this month, you should be getting a really big message according to your life, basically. And when I say life, I mean life. I don't mean financial or relationship side. Is your life. Realizations that month there. Quite amazing, really. Let's just see what's going on the last month. So this is between, this is Gemini season. This is perfect for you, Gemini season. It's your opposite. Gemini is 2/3 air and 1/3 fire. You are 2/3 fire, 1/3 air. You're both full signs, so you've got more air in you than you do fire. And Gemini has more fire in them than they do air. So it's you're very, very complementary sort of season for you. Let's just see what the overall energy is for you. The overall energy is decisions that need to be made can be quite painful or difficult. I think it's only painful and difficult if you don't take the blindfold off. If you take the blindfold off, all of a sudden you'll realise that actually there's some new land behind me and I can just go across there. And it can be a lot easier. It is. Okay, so the interesting thing is underneath you've got the moon, and she's got the moon, which is that crescent section there. You know, for me, that card there is almost as sort of like bringing up a bit of things that you kind of go, it may even sort of like bring to the surface the realization of how people are treating you around you and how people are with you. And I don't think it's particularly nice a realization, to be honest. But through that realization there, if you take your blindfold off and you start looking at the world around you and realizing your opportunities which are really coming up through you and what you actually desire, decisions need to be made. And these are eternal decisions. These are decisions that you can't, it's not an ultimatum. It's decisions, basically. And it's decisions, and it's learning to love again. It's a difficult decision, I think, and it could be tied in with another person. It could be tied in with your partner. It could also be learning to love again in a way, and that could be that sort of decision that needs to be made. Whatever it is, I think your karmic message here is to not only fall in love with other people, but also mainly fall in love with yourself and really enjoy yourself. And I think that's what comes from that Justice card, basically. And Knight of Cups. There is offerings coming in for you from the universe. Offerings of love. It's bringing that one cup, that Ace of Cups that was down there, falling in love again. And that may well be that difficult sort of situation that's coming in for you. And it may be a case of that you were offered a job working on the other side of the country and you got to take it. It's difficult to take that decision, but it's gonna provide a lot of happiness maybe for you. It's certainly what you want, and your desires are what you want. But there is offerings coming in for you, and your karmic mission here is to choose love, basically to choose engagement of love, and it could be for yourself and it could be for other people. Change of fortunes. It is that. Look at that. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and the Ace of Wands. Throughout your passion, you'll realise your dreams and aspirations, and this is where the past is going to start building that change of fortune for you. All of a sudden, you're going to be driven by love and not by practicalities. It's a real transition that you're going through. Let's just see what's taking you on. So the Ten of Wands. This is what's pulling you on. And I think what's pulling you on here is, I'm going to get some clarification on that with my travel pack, because I love my travel pack. But I think it's a case here where I think that Ten of Wands is a warning more than anything else. What's driving you on is sort of saying, I don't want to be burdened anymore with that, of carrying everybody else's passions and not having my passion. That's where I think it's coming to. Yeah, I think it comes out of disappointment that you realise. But within that disappointment, she's got that one cup again, that Ace of Cups. Out of that disappointment comes that sort of star moment. And I think Justice, what do we not have there? Judgment. No, it's Judgment down there. Justice is bringing it all back into harmony, where you shouldn't be carrying too much of the world around you, basically. Let's just, that card definitely doesn't want to come out. And that card does. So we got the Page of Wands here. Did we not get the Page of Wands somewhere else? No, we didn't. It's the Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords that we had underneath. It's stimulating those ideas and playing with those ideas. It comes through the mental sort of situation here. These cards here, for some reason, were turned up the other way. And you've got the Tower moment as well. And I think that has to do with that decision to be made. I think you need to move to a harmonious, much more harmonious side of life for you, basically, Sagittarius. Relationships are not something that is functional. If it is functional, you might as well just be doing accountancy. It'd be really, sort of like very matter of fact. And I don't think relationships work like that. I think relationships, you've got to follow your passions. And sometimes it's not easy to follow your passions. And, I'm very much a person of acts of love, basically, rather than just sort of saying, I love you. Because that's really easy to do, and sometimes words can be very hollow. If there's no acts that go behind it, it's sort of saying, I'm now going to invest in your pleasures in life, and so I from the other side, and then that person then should invest in the pleasures of the other person. So it becomes a fair exchange, and you start stimulating the passions that are within one and the other. I think that's really important. And I think you're going to realise that you shouldn't be carrying that weight of everybody that is around you, basically. So yeah, I think that's on the relationship side. Let's just go on to your financial sort of side. Let's just see what's going on there. The Wild card. So the change of fortunes on this side, the starting of a new cycle on this side. This is what I said. This fruition, there's something coming in from the other side. It's all starting on a new plan for you. Playing smart, bringing it out, getting the results that you want. Decisions need to be made, basically. Decisions need to be made. This card wants to come out. We got the Hangman. Did we not get the Hangman elsewhere? No, I don't think it is. The universe is sort of saying here, with this new cycle here, you're going to see things in a different way. You're going to see working in a different way. You're going to see that actually what you physically do may need to change, or may need to reorientate that. And you could see that within your job, and you can push within that job. And I think it's going to help your career path. If you're looking at a career path, I would start bring things in maybe from the past, or bring things in that is going to help your job to be adapted more to your lifestyle, to your passions, basically. And that company will get the winner. We've now got the Fool that's gone from your future into your past, that's pushing you forward. That leap of faith has been done and is now in your past. And that's what's sort of saying, you've made that decision. Let's make it. Let's go. This decision has to be made. Leap, jump. We've made that decision. You've got to follow through, sort of scenario. And it's almost as if like the universe is coming up from the Hangman behind, and the world sort of almost saying, if you're not going to jump, we're going to push. Sort of scenario. And I think you should go for it. Go for it, Sagittarius. Judgment from here, going through the decision, and it comes up here now. The transition, this was the month before. The transition on that side, I think this is your calling. This is the thing that's coming to your future. This is all about the Ace of, is it the Page of Cups underneath there? Yeah, the Page of Cups. It's understanding that you can go forward into your passions in life. And it's going to be like a calling for you. Really is going to be like a calling for you. The overall outcome for you, Two of Pentacles. Did we not have the Two of Pentacles somewhere? No, we didn't. That was on Virgo. Sorry, do apologise. Two of Pentacles. So basically, Two of Pentacles is the application of manifestation in the physical realm. So you've decided something, you've put into place the elements, that is what the magician does. And then once you put them all together, the potion together, that's when you can then start concentrating on manifesting it in the physical world. It does bring things to the surface as well that may well be unseen within other people. But as you've nurtured this going forward with that Seven of Pentacles, you're nurturing that future. This is now concentrating on that future and get it done. Make those decisions. deciding to go for the change of fortune and that new cycle that is going up for you. Let's just have a little peeky poo, as it were. A little peek. I haven't got any kids. Well, I've got 3 kids, but they're not babies anymore, so we're not playing peeky poo. But let's just see peeky boo. Why am I saying poo? What? Gee whiz. Okay, let's just have a quick look what's going forward. Yeah, I think with these decisions, as I said, I think it's quite difficult for you, decision to be made. But I think it's an obvious path for you. I think there is no real choice in it. You just have to realise what's going on, the real situation. That 10 of Wands, which comes from there as well. I think it's a case where you need to be letting go of that and moving forward, basically, to a brighter future. And with that Page of Pentacles, which is about, was he there somewhere? No, you have pages at the top. And starting off on that journey, I think the overall outcome for all of this is basically there is decisions that are quite difficult for you to make in this period. You need to make them. I think if you make them with love and with passion, or following your passions of life, you're going to come out of this really well. You're going to come out of this really, really powerful. But not powerful that it have power over someone else, but powerful in the way that you are living your life. And you will breed a lot of attention coming your way as we go through that summer period, and we start moving towards, because don't forget, once we hit Virgo season, we're going to be coming into your autumn. So these decisions need to be made to cap off the end of the year beautifully for you. And I think you'll finish the end of the year with a real sort of a real upturn in your life, amazingly. But there is decisions that need to be made. I can't emphasize it even more than that, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, we did do the collective reading, which you'll find on our channel. We're also that reading on the heart chakra and the sacrum as well. Thank you very much for your support, subscribing to this channel, and liking, sharing it across all platforms, commenting. Tell me how it's going, man. It'd be really interesting to see how it's going. So there you go. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.